Okay, we're coming up to the lighthouse and hopefully get some goddamn answers.
Please wake
We're up to the current moment, it seems.
Max, come on now. Don't worry. We'll be okay. Max, can you hear me? Please say something.
Chloe, I must have passed out.
Oh, thank God. Don't you
Awesome.
ever do that, okay?
Yeah, that was a really bad trip, and now we're in the real world.
That nightmare was so real. Was so horrible. This is my storm. I caused this. I caused all of this. I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything. All I really created was just death and destruction.
Fuck all that, okay? You were given a power. You didn't ask for it. And you saved me. Which had to happen. All of this did. Except for what happened to Rachel. But without your power, we wouldn't have found her. Okay, so you're not the goddamn Time Master, but you're Maxine Caulfield. And you're amazing. Max. This is the only way.
Ah,
I
no.
feel like I took the shot 1,000 years ago.
I was worried that it was going to have to lead to this, and this is what it was all about, us making this one change that was the pinnacle point of that started our time traveling and started this whole chain reaction of butterfly effects, one after the other.
It's for me to
Fuck that. No. No way. You are my #1 priority now. You are all that matters to me.
I know. You prove that over and over again. Even though I don't deserve it. I'm so selfish. Not like my mom. Look what she had to give up and live through. And she did. She deserves so much more than to be killed by a storm in a fucking diner. Even my stepfather deserves her alive. There's so many more people in Arcadia Bay who should live. Way more than me.
Don't say that. I won't trade you.
You're not trading me. Maybe you've just been delaying my real destiny. Look at how many times I've almost died or actually died around you. Look at how
Yeah,
many
somebody
times Arcadia Bay
mentioned
ever
about
since
that.
you saved me.
That's why they think she might die, because there's been so many moments when she could have died, but we stopped it. We intervened.
Chloe.
Max, you finally came back to me this week, and you did nothing but show me your love and friendship. You made me smile and laugh like I haven't done in years. Wherever I end up after this, in whatever reality, all those moments between us were real, and they'll always be ours. No matter what you choose, I know you'll make the right decision.
Chloe. I can't make this choice.
No, Max. You're the only one who can.
I still don't want to do it. No. Oh God. We actually get an option of sacrificing Arcadia Bay. I don't know how the heck this is the choice, the most heaviest choice. God, this is gonna be a game changer either way. What we pick. I don't know. I'm worried you guys are going to be watching this and be like, God, you should have went with that one. You can judge me. But, well, actually, I've just had a thought. There might be an exception here, okay? But, from what I've experienced in the game, every choice you make, even these big ones where they try and make it look like it's really important, you know, the whole do psychedelicness, it's fragmented reality, everything could change at this pinnacle moment. Turns out it doesn't actually really change that much, but it might be a game changer because it's going to be like resulting in the last cutscene. There won't be a continuation of it, at least I assume. So I'm going to speculate to some extent it's not that important of a decision in terms of like the history of what these game developers have done. I don't know. I'm just gonna look up on YouTube what happens in the end. Somebody else what they picked. So I'm gonna go with Sacrifices Arcadia Bay. I don't know how you guys feel about that. They're both big things, you know. We have an emotional attachment to Chloe, and Arcadia Bay, it's a lot more people going on, a lot more lives. Surely this has to work out in a positive way in the end.
Max, it's time.
Not
Oh, this music. Oh wow, we ripped it. There we go. So is that our last choice? I'm not quite sure. I'm sure there'll be a couple of cutscenes obviously to show us the aftermath.
I'll always be with you. Forever.
Yeah, I think, this is the same song they used in episode 1 at the ending. I don't know if they've used it too often otherwise though. I guess that's it then. I guess all our questions have been answered. Prescott's weren't really up to anything really. They were just sort of involved in Jefferson's endeavours. And it's all been like a timey-wimey knot of all the things that have been going on with the kidnappings, our relationship with Chloe and her fate in dying. I don't know if there's any supernatural phenomenon of what's her name, Max's powers. From what I've gathered, from what they've said, just outlandishly, they've basically expressed they're not going to explain how she has powers. Just cause it's a game, it's fictional, doesn't matter. Oh, that's gonna cost several millions, maybe even billions. But I'm sure the Prescotts will help out, right? They have real estate stuff. Oh, see, it says die there. And there's a bunch of those. Animals take over civilization because of the choice we've made. So where do we go from here? Look at the tail on the house. Oh, it's a lot of whales. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're gonna be able to save Rachel either. I thought we might have had the chance to eventually get Rachel, but it seems like it was never a possibility. It was far too away to even possibly even consider doing that. I'm definitely looking up the other option of the aftermath to all this to see what that's about. Actually, I'll go back and play the game, at least the last scene, and see what it's like, and see what I did. Is that it? Is that the game finished? Jeez, wow. I'm expecting more gameplay after this, by the way. I don't know how you guys are feeling, but I feel very, very much underwhelmed. I'm sure like every time I come to this bit, I'm constantly repeating myself and what I say over and over again. But I think this game has a lot going for itself. It's a very unique kind of game compared to others, like especially, well, not especially with it, but just the setting, the whole time traveling aspect, the characters. You know, I've never seen these kind of characters in a video game. Maybe in television I've seen similar kind of characters expressed, but they're very unique kind of characters expressed in a very unique kind of part of America, Oregon, I believe, in a fictional town, air quotes, Arcadia Bay, where I'm sure this kind of culture, hipster culture as you would call it, I think, is quite prevalent. It's very, very bizarre to me. I don't experience any of this kind of stuff in where I'm from. I've never really seen it portrayed in other video games. And I've said how it's a demo. Oh, there's all the voice actors. It's a demographic. I think the game's targeted at a certain demographic that doesn't really pertain to me, which I think is more female teenagers. Not to say that I can't enjoy it and others, you know, just because it's a predominantly female cast, you can't enjoy it. Of course you can enjoy it, but I think that's the main target is female teenagers / women that are in their 20s, early 20s. Of course I love it for the whole story aspect. I very much like story-driven games. That's why I've been drawn to it, because it was advertised. I saw a trailer probably like a year ago of this game. It was advertised as a sort of another game like Heavy Rain, like another Quantic Dream game. What's the other one? Telltale games. It's very much in the style of that. If you told me this was made by Telltale, I'd probably believe you. Other than it's a bit wonky with the writing. But yeah, unique ideas. They're doing something. Don't Nod Entertainment. They've only made 2 games right now, and they're making their 3rd game. But they're doing very unique kind of stuff. I played their other game, Remember Me. I think I mentioned that I was going to play that, and I did play it in the time of the between episodes of this. That game was pretty. It wasn't that good, okay, but it had quite a unique premise, and I really appreciate that kind of stuff that the game developers are doing. Like another one would be Quantic Dream. There's other developers like Naughty Dog and Rockstar that are doing very unique stuff. But these 2 companies, Don't Nod Entertainment and Quantic Dream, they're doing things that are they're on a low scale, not as that big of a scale, but they're doing some amazing stuff. However, what I'm trying to get to here, and I've said this over and over throughout these videos at the end of these things, is that they're missing the mark. The writing is not there. They don't have that strong of a writing team or like a plot either. You know, it's pretty weak. I remember thinking in episode 1 at the end of it being like, what is going on? What's going to happen at the end? And I think it was episode 3 or 4. No, I think it was 3, where we find out about that we experienced this other version of Chloe, and that was just basically a whole tangent. And I got really excited then, and I think I said then, and maybe probably also at the ending of episode 4, how about I feel like this is not going to work, but I want it to work. I want to figure out what's going on. I don't feel that closure that the story was. It portrayed itself as being very, there's a lot going on in episode 1, but I didn't get that. There wasn't that much going on. Like, a lot of the characters are very weak with the writing wise, and also this issue. There was a perfect example there where you had 2 options. I can't remember what it was. I think it was something like, I think we were talking to Frank, and it was something like, I know, and something else, and we said both of them just back to back. I'm probably gonna get that clip and upload it itself, just to show how ridiculous this game is in terms of your own independent choices, because there is no choice. It's just an illusion of choice, and I think that's a ridiculous thing, because they do such a poor job of that in itself. Quantic Dream, they do a lot of these kind of story-driven games as well, and I liked Beyond Two Souls. I also did Let's Play of that if you're interested in checking that out. They also did Heavy Rain and some other games that I'm not sure if you've probably heard of. But yeah, Beyond Two Souls. It was okay. It wasn't as good as Heavy Rain in my opinion, and I still liked it though. But I also recently watched a video about Beyond Two Souls, and somebody did an analysis video about it, and he showed and talked about how the game sucks in terms of a fail state. Like if you can't fail at the game, which I've always liked that aspect. Like I like this idea of that you don't get stuck in a game. I find it very innovative, where you just keep pressing on no matter what. If you make a bad decisions, well, you deal with the consequences and you just move on. I like that approach to video games. However, in Beyond Two Souls, they make it very, very difficult for you to fail to be an actual fail state. Like, for example, you're driving down a highway, it's meant to be intense with a motorcycle, but there is no possible way to crash, and there is no possible way to fail at that unless you stop in the middle of the road. Do not go forward in any capacity for like 5 straight minutes or something ridiculous like that. It's horrible. There's no challenge aspect to it. And, I like the game, but I have to criticize it in that regards. Because it fails in terms of, any sort of challenge or in any sense of real choice. There is, to some degree, the developer has this in mind of a... I love that. They have in mind that there is a certain pathway for you to take in the game. When really, when it comes to like how they portray it at all these conferences and in talks, they portray it as if it's your choice in the game. You make your own choices. This is interesting. A lot of people were very 50-50 on this one. Wow. Who decided to sacrifice Arcadia Bay? Wait, so I picked that one. Yeah, I picked that one. The majority of people tried to save Chloe. They were. I would say picking Chloe is quite a selfish. Decided to sacrifice. Oh no! Sorry, I'm getting it mixed up. Picking Arcadia Bay is quite a selfish decision to make, because you're sacrificing everything. You're causing so much destruction, so many lives torn apart, an entire town ruined for one individual. And you don't even, it's a bit weird how you don't even see the progression on to what happens with those two characters. It's a selfless decision, because it's one person versus, I don't know what the population of Arcadia Bay is, but thousands? Is that appropriate? At least hundreds of students, teachers, just citizens in general that occupy Arcadia Bay. You're destroying all of that, and it's not very fair. In terms of what the rest of the dynamic is of going on with that world of characters. I hope you guys understand that. So these are the rest of their stories. David got a scar during the fight. I don't know how else we could have changed that. Most of us did that. I really like this, by the way, seeing this sort of thing where we get statistics of how well we did. David didn't kill Jefferson. Jeez! I feel good that Jefferson didn't have to die, which is a bit odd because that didn't really happen, if you get what I mean, because we changed it, the course of history. You saved the trucker? You didn't? Did I not save the trucker? I thought I did. I saved a lot of people. I saved Evan. I saved this person. I swear I saved somebody. I got somebody picked up. Oh god, there's a lot of people I could have saved. You helped Joyce believe in... You didn't change Joyce's mind about David. Weird. You told the truth about Rachel to Frank. Oh, that's good. I respect that in the people that did that. You hugged Warren. A lot of people kissed Warren. Interesting. I'm annoyed with myself to see how pointless a lot of our decisions were, because they didn't really have a huge impact, because we were just like, gave them the middle finger and just stayed with Chloe. So are we going to get another cutscene here? No, just pictures. Great. That's it. That's the ending. Okay, I'm going to go back. Yeah, and I'm going to make the other decision, see what happens, and show you guys what happens. Can we skip this? Nope. Okay. I'll probably jump cut here.
I can't make this choice.
No, Max. You're the only one who can.
Okay, let's do this. Wait, what was it? Oh yeah, this one. Let's go.
Max, it's time.
No, I hope this one will be more fulfilling.
So sorry. I don't want to do this.
I know, Max. But we have to. We have to save everybody, okay? And you'll make those fuckers pay for what they did to Rachel. Being together this week, it was the best farewell gift I could have hoped for. You're my hero, Max.
Oh, okay. Just toss that in there.
I'll always love you. Now get out of here, please. Do it before I freak. And Max Caulfield, don't you forget about me.
Never.
Okay, so it seems like we're gonna get more of a cutscene here. That goddamn butterfly, man.
It's cool, Nathan. Don't stress. You're okay, bro. Just count to 3. Don't be scared. You own this school. If I wanted, I could blow it up. You're the boss. So what do you want?
I hope you check the perimeter, as my step-ass would say. Now, let's talk business.
I got nothing for you.
Wrong. You got hella cash.
You don't know who the fuck I am or who you're messing around with.
Where'd you get that? What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down!
Don't ever tell me what to do. I'm so sick of people trying to control me.
Oh,
Hella more trouble.
that
from
makes
this
more
than
sense.
Nobody would ever even miss your punk ass, would they?
Get that gun away from me, psycho!
And also, I don't think it's any coincidence that the butterfly, color-wise, resembles Chloe now. I don't know how I didn't pick up on that. I don't know how I haven't heard anything else of anybody else saying that. It's a bit strange, you know? It just makes a lot more sense. Acknowledging that this whole butterfly effect is a thing because of Chloe. And it was, you know, straight stark in our face since the beginning. Just waiting for David to just jump in. Because he did. Well, he was at the door. I remember this. He was at the door when we were walking out, just like moments after. And he would freak to find out that Chloe's hurt. Is that? I hope we do see some more, get some more closure. Yeah, we're going to see more of a conviction of these characters. Yeah. Oh, yeah. David's arrest him. What? Oh, that didn't happen. He didn't hit his head. He's being confiscated by the police. All these memories are being taken away from us. Jefferson's taken away. That's interesting. How easily Jefferson could have been like dealt with and whatnot. It's sad either way. And I would say the other ending that I originally did is frustrating because it didn't provide any sense of closure. We didn't see what happened with the characters, where they went with their lives. There's apparently going to be a season 2, possibly, if it does well enough. Oh, there's still more. I'll talk about it later, once we've seen what's going on here. If anything, just start contemplating life. Screw selfies. But yeah, like from what I've read, if they do a season 2, it will be a spin-off because the story's wrapped up basically. I am seriously underwhelmed with what could have potentially been. I thought the Prescotts were going to be more of an involvement. You know, we could have got Rachel. We could have changed so much. But you know, just Rachel was never meant to be a character that we actually visit or see in any capacity of a living sense. Also, in this timeline, Max still goes. I would assume so. She would still go to the contest thing, or at least go to the museum, maybe. Yeah, there's also there was a lot of side characters that I thought could have had more of an involvement in the school as well. I felt like it would have been a lot better if you could explore the school more and there was more side stuff. David looks good in the suit, by the way. It's Frank there, I believe. Yeah. And there's Chloe in a sense. Okay, that's it, I guess. Nothing more? Credits? Yeah, credits. So either ending, it's not really satisfying. Just a lot of loose ends and... Well, it's not really loose ends, it's just... I don't know, there's no ends. Well, it all ended. They all kind of make sense, but it wasn't as exciting, complicated. Well, it's not... I thought there would be more of an involvement of the Prescotts to have, and yada yada yada. I thought it would be more of a dynamic of stuff going on, and it wouldn't have ended like this of, you know, Chloe having to die. Anyways, we've seen all these credits before, so I'm just gonna wrap up. By the way, yeah, obviously, thanks for watching. It's been great, like, having you guys watch actively on this this series, because it's been like, I don't know, 8 months over the course of this has been happening. No, I think it's been 10 months, because this came out in February or January, I believe. So it's been quite a time. It's spanned over many months, almost a year. If there's a season 2, I'll be interested in Let's Playing it. I'm probably, if you get if you're asking or wondering if I'm going to be Let's Playing other games, I'm probably not going to be Let's Playing like new games. I don't really like the idea of it, like this sort of pressure to play a game as fast as possible. Doesn't really benefit me. I would rather play at my own leisure. Like new games, there's quite a competitiveness to get the games out as fast as possible, and it's in everybody else's much best interest to do so. But I don't know. I don't like feeling that rushed. I'd rather, you know, go at my own pace, not have to feel like I have to upload 1 or 2 videos a day, which has been a problem with this series, where it's, you know, I take like a month and a half break and then I get back on the grind. I don't like it, so I will be Let's Playing other games, probably PS2 games, because my PC can't really handle these really update games, new games too much. Like, it can handle this game. I've been able to record, edit, and render all this, but I would rather be able to do it at a higher quality. But right now I can't with the current PC setup I've got. However, you know, I don't really need to up those amps. Like, I would have liked to do this Let's Play in 60 FPS, 1080p, but my PC can't handle it. That would take me forever, so long to render out videos like that. With PS2 games, I don't even, is it even in 720p? I'm not even sure, but I'll probably render it in 720p resolution for PS2 games and 30 FPS. But I'm hoping to be doing a lot of those Let's Plays in the future. First off, I'm going to try and desperately upload the Urban Sims in the City series. That, you know, I did that like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago, and it's been like 4 parts in that time period. So I want to get back on that, because I think that series is really good. I had fun doing it, but the problem is it's not like a regular Let's Play. It's more of a walkthrough, and it requires me, well, at least from my perspective, I like the idea of doing voices with it. So it requires me to put in a lot more effort into the production of those videos, in terms of recording, well, also preparation, recording, and editing. There's a lot of work to be done. Whereas with a Let's Play like this, for example, it's just sort of, I play the game, I say things, and I edit it. It's not that difficult, but it is a strenuous task to do it under a strict time period, like it is what I've been doing with this, like, where I'm probably going to have Life is Strange come out this episode at least. I was a bit wonky with the other ones. I'm hoping to have this series come out, this episode to come out an episode at least once a day, and maybe 2 episodes a day, not 2 episodes, parts, videos, 1 part, maybe 2, depending on how demanding it is. I can manage that. I've recorded all this, and I've only just uploaded part 1. I've edited a couple of parts already, and this will take me like no time to edit. But yeah, like I said, I don't like the pressure of having to get videos out as soon as possible. I really don't like it. I'd rather work at a lot slower pace, and also have like a bulk production. You know what I mean? Like, I'd like to upload like 4 or 5 videos a week. I can be somewhat prepared. Like, I can have like 10 parts, for example, in advance. So if I'm busy, 1 week, extremely busy for whatever endeavors, then I can just upload what I've already got. I would rather work under that schedule. So that's why I'm going with more older games that have already been released a long while ago. Yeah, again, thanks for watching. I hope you can stick around for the future series I do on this channel. Check out my voiceover channel and any of my social media accounts like Twitter, Facebook, and Twitch. Probably have a few others, I can't remember off the top of my head. But thank you for watching. It's been fun. I wish there was more to this. I think I may do a Let's Play of Season 2 if it gets released, depending on what it's about and if I'm really interested in it. I would like to see an improvement, of course, in a lot of regards of stuff I mentioned, like in terms of the art design, plots, the illusion of choice, I don't know what they would go with story-wise, if they're just going to keep the brand, the title, Life is Strange, and just change the story completely differently, and don't even have the implementation of time travel. Yeah, I was completely off about that idea that this is a superhero series. I feel like such an idiot. Mind you, a lot of the theories I mentioned earlier in the first few parts were probably wrong. Some of it was right, though. Anyways, see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Editing me, remember to put this artwork of Jack's thing up and write text about it. Thanks.